Hey there, guys. Just a guy over 50, um, chilling out here in Anchorage, Alaska, getting ready to do a travel contract. Um, Hanging out in one of the bookstores in Alaska that are in Anchorage that happens to be open, having a coffee, reading some Nietzsche. That's actually true. Um, Little copy of that guy right there. Just picked it up so that I can have a little something to kind of digest when I'm on the plane again. And across my phone comes a news alert that there was a shooting at the Capitol building today. And being a person who's a bit of a skeptic, I sort of followed the link and started looking at it. And of course, it comes up with all kinds of bullshit from CNN and MSNBC and CNBC and all that kind of stuff about how this person, referred to oftentimes as a white nationalist, right wing nationalist, conservative protester, was shot in the Capitol today. So they have various clips of the video of this person being shot posted on the websites. Really get a good perspective. So I went to the source, YouTube, and I found the video that's located, I don't know, 5 or 6 or maybe 8 places down from the large media outlets version of things. And I watched it, and it's horrible. These guys are breaking glass, which is obviously designed to be very hard to break. Glass doors trying to get into the chambers, I'm assuming, of Congress. And so, anyway, they managed to get through one of those glasses, and hear somebody in the background hollering, "He's got a gun, he's got a gun." And a woman, or they say it's a woman, is trying to crawl through one of these broken pane glass doors, and before she can clear the opening that's made by breaking the glass, she's gunned down by one shot. It appears that she took one slug to the chest and was immediately transported to a hospital wherein she died. So I don't know anything about this woman. I don't know anything about the Capitol protests. I was just trying to sort of mind my own business and not get too wrapped up in it today. But what we have, and I'm assuming it's the Capitol Police. It could be DC Metro. It could have been any of the uniformed or ununiformed police officers, detectives, and other types of protective details that they have in the Capitol building at the time. Who could have shot this person? So until an investigation is done, it's hard to say. I'm only assuming it was DC Capitol Police because they're charged with guarding the Capitol. Now, to contrast this, I'm sure that the mainstream media will refer to this person as a right-wing nationalist, an extremist, blah, blah, blah. Here's what they weren't doing. They weren't shooting fireworks off at the Capitol building. No, they weren't doing that. They weren't trying to burn the place down. No, didn't look like they were trying to do that. They weren't throwing rocks at the Capitol Police. They weren't shooting at the Capitol Police. They weren't using fireworks as mortars to try to detonate the building, which is much of the behavior you see from Antifa and BLM. So, you don't have to take my word for it. Just any series of videos from Portland or Seattle or Baltimore or Chicago or any other places these assholes have been tuned up to burn down federal buildings. But nobody was shot there. Not a single person. These people show up with guns and clubs and pyrotechnics and explosives and things of that nature, gasoline with the intent to burn things down. They riot, and the police don't shoot them. But if you show up to protest what you believe is an obviously fraudulent election, you get gunned down by the Capitol Police. Now, keep in mind that it was only months ago that these same people are demanding police protection. We're also demanding that we defund the police departments across the country. You heard it. They want to defund the police until you decide you've had enough. And now all of a sudden they want the police to stand between them, meaning you, and us. So the politicians want to behave any way they want to. They want to allow Antifa and BLM and these other left-wing extremist groups to behave any way they want to. They can burn things down. They can destroy cars and businesses and government buildings, federal buildings, state buildings. They can attack police. It's okay. But you come to the Capitol and with a show of force, unarmed, you might get shot down. And that's just where we're at in America right now. The challenge is to try to understand why this would happen. Why would they kill her? What were they afraid of? This woman? Other people getting through there? Are they afraid of losing power? Sure, they're afraid of losing power. They're afraid that you know what they've been up to. They're afraid that you know what crimes they've been committing over not just the last few weeks, the last few months. 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. It's been Democrats and their bullshit trying to overturn the 2016 election. Bullshit impeachments, bullshit statements, garbage mouth people like Maxine Waters running her racist agenda up the flagpole. The socialist AOC and her squad with these outrageous and outlandish ideas about how the country should be ran. More government control, tax the rich, tax everybody. In case you're wondering, anybody who makes over $100,000 a year is considered wealthy by these people. And they're in that group, but the rules won't apply to them. But trying to understand, what led up to this, I think that's going to be the challenges over the next couple of months. And getting people to realize that you can only push Americans so far before they get fed up, before they get pissed off, and before they do something crazy. And I'm sorry for this woman and her family. I think it's a risk you take when you go down there to protest anytime, that you might get shot by the police. But my position on this has always been, hey man, show them your hands, cooperate, be nice. Most likely will survive your encounter with the police department. This is a different deal. They were told that they couldn't bring guns. They were told that they were to be unarmed. The Capitol Police knew that they would be unarmed. They knew that these conservative folks would probably follow the rules. Got a mob mentality going on. Some folks went out of control. Maybe that scared them. Who knows? But mark my words, this ain't over. This ain't over by a long shot. People are pissed now. You killed this woman. You made her a martyr. We won't forget who she is. No one's going to forget who she is. And that's just it. You can't kill Americans. Dear federal government, you can't kill Americans and get away with it. So, yeah, these folks are going to be coming after your guns pretty soon. Taxing your paychecks. Taking things from you to give to other people who they think deserve it more than you do. Ruinous to the economy. The Chinese, we're in debt to the Chinese up to our eyeballs. It's just going to get worse. Enjoy those $2,000 checks, though. Or maybe $600. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe you're like me and you made too much money, like by actually having a job while this all went down. So anyway, more to come. This could be an interesting couple of years, I think. But I'm praying for this woman and her family and some of these other protesters who were injured. I hope things go well for them. And I hope that we can see an end to this shit pretty quickly. This is Big Rob, just a guy over 50. Don't really have an opinion about this kind of stuff anymore. But U.S. government, would you mind maybe just easing up a little bit? Stop shooting us. That'd be great. Peace.